Hey, Viking fans, Brian Flores is going to have a lot to say about who is on this defense, but what about the draft? Let's talk about a top linebacker prospect next in 3, 2, 1. Gather around, Skull Brothers and Sisters. This is Skull World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Skull World. Now, do me a favor, put on a lot more effort in my videos. If you can go down and hit subscribe, like, and leave a comment, I'd appreciate it. That helps my channel grow, helps me Hulk smash the YouTube algorithms. Thank you so much for being a listener. I appreciate it. Each and every one of you has made this happen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's talk about this linebacker prospect. Let me add him. I got Trent. Let me see. Let me make this right. Trent Simpson, linebacker, Clemson Tigers. Got some stats on him here. Let's pull him up. Trent Simpson, linebacker, Clemson. He's 6'3". He's 240 pounds. He's a junior. Here's his measurables as we have them right now before the combine. Arm length. Some players you got them, sometimes you don't, but arm length 32 inches, pretty good. Average. Wingspan 76.68. Hand size amazing. You know, I don't know if you've seen my my draft prospect videos last time, but hand size. You control people with big hands. I like big hands. 10 3/8. That's elite. Linebacker, man, that's elite. 40 time, also elite. 4.39 according to nfldraftbuzz.com. I don't know. It always seems to have stats sooner than the rest of the other platforms, and I am doing draft videos pretty early compared to others. So now let's talk about let me pull this up, his draft bio. Let me go over that, and then I'm gonna bring up a highlight video. I don't have any sound on it other than my own theme music. That way I'm not and I'm not getting demonetized. So I think I figured it out. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm gonna try to bring highlights to my videos now. So if you like that, make sure you hit subscribe, like, and leave a comment. I'd appreciate it. Trenton Simpson from Mallard Creek High School was rated a 4-star recruit by ESPN and handed a 5-star grade by 247 Sports. After high school, Simpson joined Clemson after being heavily recruited due to a high elite physical gifts. And this is true. He is physically gifted man. In 2020, freshman Simpson saw action in 11 games and played a total of 283 snaps at linebacker for the Tigers. He recorded 16 tackles, 3 assists, while adding 15 stops in coverage. Simpson had no pass breakups, no interceptions, and an unimpressive QB rating and targeted 137.8. As a pass rusher, he had 17 total pressures, which included 7 QB hurries, 7 QB hits, 3 sacks on the season. So he's a downhill attack, get after the quarterback player. Not use a pass coverage, but that was him as a freshman. As a sophomore for the Tigers in 2021, Simpson played in 13 games and took part in 569 snaps for the Tigers. He recorded 52 tackles, 4 assists, while adding an impressive 35 stops. In coverage, Simpson a solid QB rating and targeted 82.2, so big improvement. As a pass rusher, he chalked up 31 total pressures. That's amazing. And 11 QB hurries, 13 QB hits, and 7 sacks during the year. Really good year. And that's his sophomore year. In 2020, as a junior, Simpson played in 12 games, contributed 622 snaps. He recorded 51 tackles, 17 assists while making 29 stops. In coverage, Simpson chalked up QB rating when targeted 96.5. As a pass rusher, production fell off as he produced 16 total pressures, which includes 11 QB hurries, 3 QB hits, and 2 sacks on the air. So I don't remember Clemson having that good a stint recently, so it might be production by committee drop off here, but a lot to be said about his sophomore year. Now, honors and awards 2022 Butkus Award semifinalist. That's crazy considering he dropped off. Lot Impact Trophy semifinalist, third team All ACC selection. Earned a third team All ACC honors from Phil Steele. That's pretty good. Credited with 77 tackles, 4 for loss, tied for third most on the team. 2.5 sacks, 3 pass breakups, 2 forced fumbles, and 16 defense snaps over 12 games. That was 2022. Here's what he got in 2021. Ranked third on the team with 78 tackles and finished second in both tackles for loss. 12 and a sack 6, while also adding 3 pass breakups over 556 snaps, 13 games, total targets. He made all ACC academic team selection, so he's got a brain on him too. I love smart players. Earned all conference selection for PFF second team and Phil Steele third team, which is weird because his sophomore year he was better. So it kind of tells you what reputation gets you the next year. Those accolades as junior year should have came for him in the sophomore year. Now, scouting report strengths. And here's what I'll do. I'm going to play the video and I'm going to read these off as you're watching. I've already seen the video, so enjoy the video, listen to his strengths and weaknesses, and we'll talk about maybe a summary later. All right, here we go. Strengths. Let me make sure we got, we're started. Showed initial quickness, good flexibility, dip and bend. Simpson has active hands and suddenness to his movements, demonstrating the ability to counter inside. Shows a burst to close. You'll see it in the videos. Flashes explosive hitting ability and good lateral and downfield pursuit, all visible in this video. Made Bruce Feldman's Freaks list, ranked number 29. He wrote the 6'3", 240-pounder who has a 6% body fat, ranked third on the team with 78 tackles and finished second both tackles for loss. These stats have already written. Tigers coach say he run the 40 in a high 4.3s, which includes a 10-yard split under 1.5 seconds. This is ridiculous. This guy's quick. He's fast. He can break down and tackle people, as you just saw. Handles misdirection well. You saw that, with quick change of direction ability. Comes downhill quickly against the run when Simpson has an open lane. Simpson will always try to plow into largest piles and has a good knack of ending up glued to the ball carrier. He's a sure and violent wrap-up tackler with sideline-to-sideline range. He's an excellent tackler in space, showing loose hips and the ability to break down and contain runners. He's fluid mover in pursuit as well, capable of moving down the line and making plays in pursuit. Give him a bunch of weaknesses too here. Of course, you're seeing highlights. All these highlights are good. These are the kind of players you want, the kind of Brian Flores wants. As good as Simpson is attacking downhill, he can get over-aggressive and overrun plays, opening up a cutback lane for counter runs. Simpson lacks the ability to drop weight and anchor against the run, often getting manhandled at the point of attack. You don't see that in highlight videos, though. Got to see that in game film. Had a down year in 2002 where he was it said 2002, he meant 22, where he was taken out of the game a number of times. He suffered drops in all elements of the game as a pass rusher. He's perfectly capable of converting speed into power when he gets the ball, but too often he slips off tackles or turns into a grab and drag tackler rather than a hitter. Failing to keep his legs driving through the hit, Simpson wasn't asked to stack much against the second level. Will probably need to add muscle mass to the frame to stand up on the next level. Must improve his hands when taking on blocks. He must develop more discipline in a man-to-man coverage. Now, everything you've seen here shows his strengths. He is a down the line, sideline to sideline, downhill type of linebacker. The scouting report summary is incorrect here, so I'm going to avoid that. His spider chart, wingspan is elite, weight is close to well above average. 40 yard is elite, arm length a little below average, hand size is elite, weight, I said height is above average, 6'3". Weight is what's slightly below average. This guy has the frame to put on weight. I don't think he would be hindered by that. Throw 5 pounds, 8 pounds, 10 pounds on this guy. I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot. I don't think first round. Um, I think he gets drafted in the first round, or he has potential to be drafted in the first round. Not high. I think he's in the 20s where we're drafting, and that's why I'm talking about him. But I don't want to draft him there. If we trade down and we get extra picks and he's still there, I am okay with drafting him. And it would depend on what we kept at linebacker. If Hicks and Kendricks are both gone, I could see draft him. If they're not both gone, we could still draft him. If both are there, I don't think drafting him. I think we could probably get more, linebacker depth later. Potential starter. We did that with Asamoah. Asamoah should be a starter this year. We got to see what Brian Flores does. He's mentioned all these guys by name. He's mentioned Hicks. He's mentioned Kendricks. He's mentioned Asamoah by name. These are guys, if you're mentioning their name, you're talking to them. Got it? And he's talking to them. So we don't know what the linebacker situation is, but Trent Simpson, he's a stud. He's physically gifted, man. And sure, he had a down year in 2022, but tape's never going to lie. And the coaches will make a good decision on whether or not, hey, what they saw in 2021 is repeatable. If not expandable, if Clemson's having a down year, if their defense is down, that could affect an elite player like this, elite college player like this. He's every bit. I think he's every bit of what you want from a linebacker. I think he's Asamoah, but taller and faster and bigger. That's what I think of this guy. I love Asamoah. I loved him after the draft, where we drafted him especially. But this guy is all that, taller, faster, bigger than Asamoah. And you put these two guys together, we got insight. This guy can play all over, and that's what Brian Flores likes. Is this guy can play all over. I think he can play middle linebacker. He can play outside linebacker. He's fine in a 3-4 outside linebacker because he can rush the quarterback. And he showed as a sophomore that he could cover decent enough too. So we'll see. We'll see. I think this kind of player gives us tons of flexibility. That's what Brian Flores wants. That's what I want. And if he's available, I say why not, man. And if we drop down and he's still available, I say why not. I want a nose tackle. If there's no nose tackle available that trips my trigger, then linebacker is a concern, cornerback's a concern. We can always use either one, man. But hey, this is a prospect. Keep your eye on. I think he fits with Brian Flores. I think Brian Flores will fall in love with a player like this. That's it. Skull Vikings. See you next time. Cue the music.